my dad booked it. He was like, do you want to see all the Greek islands? And I'm like, hell yeah, who doesn't? And I actually wasn't even quite sure fully what to expect, and it blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind.
I feel like we got to see the real Greece. We got to see the real true heart of the country and the real people.
We didn't have to think about anything pretty much the entire time that we were on our trip.
My favorite thing about the trip was just the uniqueness of the entire experience. The Greek islands via sailboat, which was something I never thought I would be doing in my entire life. We had our personal guide Panos and our captain George, who became fast friends of ours, and they were our personal tour guides throughout the entire week. By far, Bearing True South exceeded our expectations, not only just from the actual trip itself, which was phenomenal, but also from the planning aspect.
All of our guides' recommendations on restaurants and bakeries that they took us to and coffee shops were spot on.
One of the most memorable places for me was this little hidden bay that was only accessible by boat. So it wasn't overrun with tourists. It was mainly just us in this bay for most of the time. We got to jump right off the boat into the warm water, swim, snorkel, go up to the little beach where there was a small cocktail bar, a little beach bar, and got to enjoy cocktails on the beach. And then from there came back to the boat and had this amazing dinner with our guides, with our friends, and we just spent the night drinking some wine, eating, laughing.
The actual sailing part of the trip was another thing that I really enjoyed and was a really unique aspect of our trip.
It was when we were sailing and going through the sea, and we would see different islands, and at first they would look uninhabited, and then from far you would start to see little speckles of white, and as we came upon it, all of a sudden this whole magical town appeared.
I was getting off the beaten path of the normal tourism and tourist things and kind of experiencing the country as a local.
We loved Keith Nose. Was it Keith Nose? Yeah, I think so.
Keith Nose is one of our favorite islands.
But
I like Pouros. Pouros was kind of cool.
they were all so charming. You can't, I just when the boat's pulling into the dock and you see this little village.
We experienced everything. A
Yeah,
little
it was
rain, a little mist.
gorgeous.
Great hikes.
We got to see these little, islands that you would never see unless
Each
you
island
did
was
this.
very cool. I
Yes.
mean, the people, the food, the hospitality. It was just amazing.
We got to just enjoy Greece and enjoy spending time with our friends and with our guides, and just immersing ourselves in all that Greece has to offer.
We saw beautiful white horses, like again, something out of a fairy tale, and we were hiking up, and all of a sudden we got to this little tiny town on the top, and we got really good teas and coffee and lemonade, the Greek lemonade, and then we ate at this restaurant. Honestly, hands down the best meal we had in all of Greece, of all the islands we went to.
We were able to kind of see the sights as we were going from island to island, and at the same time we were laying out in the sun and we could feel the ocean spray. So it was definitely one of the highlights for me.
Anytime somebody tells us they're going to Greece, we're like, you got to do this. You got to
This is
fit
the
this
trip.
into your
Take
schedule.
this trip, you won't regret it.
I'm happy to say we have a wonderful friend for life, and that's Stavros.
We've already talked about coming back and doing another trip with them to experience different islands. And I would not hesitate to use them again or recommend them to any person who is looking to have a very unique experience.
And would you recommend this trip to others? We already have
Yeah,
multiple
we
times.
have friends hopefully going to book later this year, and we've told so many people about it. We hope to do it again.
Yeah, that's the plan.